Hey guys, Panzer J back here in Operation 20 Corps. It's turn 17.7 for Italy, July of 44. So let's get into the Italian turn. So we're going to have to do tech rolls first because I might buy a heavy armor if I can finish off this tech. So that's why I don't have my purchase completely laid out. Okay, so for tech rolls, we're going to try for heavy armor. It's at stage 3 and we need an 8 or higher. So let's see what we got. An 8. So there we go. So we do finish off heavy armor. That's the second tech Italy's finished off. So we got 13 bucks to spend, and we're definitely buying a Colonial for 4. So that leaves me 9. You know what? Why not? Let's buy a heavy armor. How often do you get to see Italy place a heavy armor on the board? So we'll do a heavy armor for 7, and we'll do a militia for 2, and that'll be our full amount. Okay, so again, we got 13 to spend, 4 for a colonial, 2 for a militia is 6, and 7 for a heavy armor. That's our full 13. Attacks, we have 2, and they're both by our Air Force. So attack number 1, we're going to attempt to convoy the United Kingdom. Our seaplane and Aquitaine is going to come out 1-2. And then we're going to bomb the railroad here that connects Rhodesia and Buchaland. So our strat bomber, with a movement of 7 because of long range, is going to go from Cyrenaica, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to bomb that, 4, 5, 6. It just flies back to Cyrenaica. So I think the maximum damage is just 1. So this is definitely the weak part of my game. I think this might be the first time I've ever bombed a railroad in how many? 15, 12, 15 YouTube wars. So I was definitely relying on the guys in the group to kind of walk me through this attack. So, and then Pete, the nice guy that he is, suggested a different attack that would have done more damage to him. But nah, we're going to stick with the one we got. That's not fair to him, so just because he's being a nice guy. So we bomb the railroad here. There's no fighter scramble. There's no inherent AA, nothing. So I believe 1 point of damage, and that does make the railroad inoperable. So that does take a victory point away from the Allies, which is all we're looking for. Okay, so that was attack 1. And attack 2, we'll go ahead and do the convoy raiding with the seaplane. So green is Italy, red is the United Kingdom. Let's see what we got. And nothing again, because he has higher modifiers. Okay, so non-combat, we flew the strat bomber back to Cyrenaica. We're going to fly the seaplane back to Aquitaine. Okay, we got 4 rail moves. So we're going to rail our 4 Italian infantry that are in central Romania. And they're going to get railed all the way up to Denmark. And I think that is everything. I don't think we really have much else to move. Okay, so unit placement. We're going to place our militia in Rome. We're going to place the heavy armor in northern Italy. And then the colonial goes down here on the card in Cyrenaica. Okay, so that's it. So for income, looking pretty thin here. We spent everything. We're at 8. So that's all we'll have for next turn is a whopping $8. Okay, let's do a unit recap. So up here in Denmark, we now have a German militia, a German marine, and 4 Italian infantry. In northern Italy, we've got, how many Italian infantry are there? It's either 6 or 7. 7 sounds better, but I have a feeling it's 6. Yeah, it's 6. Okay, so in northern Italy, we have a militia, 6 infantry, 2 fighters, a heavy armor, And then the Germans have graciously contributed 2 SS Panzer Grenadiers, a fighter, and a medium armor to the defense. In Rome, we got the fort there. The Germans again have graciously contributed 2 motorized infantry, 2 infantry, an elite paratrooper, 3 self-propelled artillery. The Italians now have 4 militia and a AA gun. And in Cyrenaica, we've added another infantry. So that gives us the Italian portion of the force is a militia, a tactical bomber, 3 fighters, a strat bomber, and 5 infantry. And then the Germans have a heavy air transport, a medium bomber, an infantry, 3 jets, and 5 fighters. So that should be it for... and just one thing real quick, I had forgotten at the end of my turn to do my non-combats in Spain, but I did message everybody right afterwards. So everything that was in Catalonia moved into Madrid minus 2 infantry. So that should be it for Italy here on turn number 17. Turning things over now to the ham bone for the US KMT. And if, I believe, the Axis are now in the lead. So let's see what happens. Keep your fingers crossed.